Welcome back to Pro Sports.
On today's episode, we'll be talking about the New England Revolution winning against who?
The Atlanta.
That's right, and we won that game, and we won it fair and square. Kind of. Maybe. Not really. But it's okay. So let's take a look at the game. Now, the game went fairly well, I would consider, right?
Yes.
I mean, what are some of the things that you saw that came out of that game?
A 3-5-2. That's a good. Hopefully they keep it that way.
Yep.
And if they win more games, keeping the same line, they could win like 4 or 5 games and use the same line.
Yeah, I mean, I think that three in the back formation was working really well up until Atlanta ended up using the same formation and we couldn't get in through their defense. But we were playing too much all-out defense, and we ended up winning, which was shocking to me. Now, we definitely had some here and there calls go our way. I think there was a lot of different calls that I think could have gone either way for both teams. Not saying it was the cleanest game we got out of there with a win, but we got out of there with a win. Now, let's go back last weekend, because we forgot to do our episode. We forgot to do an episode last week. Let's talk about their loss against Cincinnati, right?
Yeah, Cincinnati.
So, now, we coming off of a win, then we lost this past week, and then now this past week, we ended up winning. So, Aidan, what does this show for the New England Revolution? Like, what are some things, positives you can see coming out of this game so far, moving forward for the rest of the season with this team?
Stay strong and use the same formation, just like you used against Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, I think that worked. I mean, it really did. I think it fit the team better. I think the team, with how the team is and how the team's structured, and the fact that we now have, guess who's back?
Nacho.
Not Chunkalai.
Not Chunkalai.
Not Nacho Gil.
No, Chunkalai.
Chunkalai, there you go.
And Campana.
Yep. So we have Campana and we have Chunkalai back. And like I said, we have to look at Chunkalai and Campana with a grain of salt. Now, I think what they did really well was the fact that they didn't rush Chunkalai or Campana right into the game. They started off with some of their players that are normally on the bench, and they slowly implemented Campana and Chunkalai towards the end of the game. And I think that was a huge positive. I think we need to definitely see more from Chunkalai, because he didn't seem like what he used to be. And I think that alone doesn't really necessarily fully help, because he still doesn't look fully there yet, because he did look very sluggish with those 10-15 minutes. But another thing too to note is that he was very emotional at the end of the game when we won, because he hasn't been on the field in 300 something days. He hasn't been on the field basically since the beginning of last season, and not last season, but the season prior, and that is just incredible. That's just something you can't imagine as a soccer player getting hurt, or for that matter, any player, you getting hurt, and then you're like, what am I going to do now? Like, I'm injured. Now what am I going to do? It's just one of those things where you kind of have to realize that, it's happening, and then I will get back to it eventually. I will be back, and I'll be able to play again. And yeah, I don't know what else you have to say about that.
He was 300 something days. It's crazy. He came back.
Yeah, I think it was another thing too. Like it it was like that game, because of the importance of that game being that it's a conference related team. That's and they got to win on the road. Like that's huge. We need those kind of wins, and again, and it ended up putting us up one ranking, Aidan. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
So now we're up into 12th when we were 13th originally. Now we're in 12th. So we're going up. We're going the right direction. Now the question is, are we going to be able to keep going in that direction? Now, if we can, and to show some improvement, I would be happy with us finishing either in 8th or 7th. If we can finish top 8 or top 10 for that matter, to me that's an improvement from last year. Because last year was just a mess trying to figure out the teams and everything. So, it's going to be one of those, trying to figure out what's going to work, what players are going to work on the field, and then go from there. So, and then let's go back to the Cincinnati game where we ended up losing. Excuse me. That was I don't know what the heck that was, but long story short, going back to the Cincinnati game and we lost, after coming off of a big win, it's like, what the heck is going on? Like we just won. Was that a fluke? Because then we just lost again, and it was one of the most ugliest games I've ever seen. And you get to the point where you're just like, what the hell? Like what can we do as a team to change for the better? So I don't know. What are your thoughts, Aidan?
In the summer window, they need to grab probably another striker to fill in if one of ours go down.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, I think ultimately we need more presence up in the front. Campana, I mean, from what I saw last game when he came in a little bit earlier in the second half, I think it was like the 60th minute he came in, or the 70th minute. But even then, what he missed, he hit the post. Didn't he hit the post? Or no, he didn't hit the post. He messed up a one-on-one opportunity with the goalkeeper. Like, how do you do that? Like, come on. Like, he ended up. So basically, if you guys missed the game, what happened was we had a breakaway run. Campana ended up getting down the field with a one-on-one opportunity with the keeper, and he muffs the freaking kick. He goes in too close, and the goalie grabs it. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? You just missed a complete opportunity to score another goal for this team. And mind you, we still have not scored a goal in active play. We've scored a goal off of free kicks, off of what else? And penalties. So what is it called? Dead time or dead plays. We're scoring goals off of dead plays, and I think that's an issue alone. I understand it's working. I think the fact that we're able to use our tactics to our advantage and score goals, that's fantastic. And the fact that we're able to get penalties and score goals, that's awesome. But we haven't scored a goal in active play this entire season so far, and that's a problem alone. Is when we have to rely on our best goal scorer, arguably, Carlos Heel, to score penalties and free kicks. Like, I don't know. It's just something we need to work on and correct. But you have anything else, Aidan? Do you have any other thoughts about the game or any other new funny facts that you want to give to everybody?
Revolution, this is a great fact. Go get a striker and go get a defense, or go get another defensive tackle.
Defensive tackle?
No.
What is this, football? I mean, it's football, but not football. Come on, man.
Or go get a striker, yeah.
There you go. Yeah, we're not playing football. We're not playing American football. We're playing football.
Yeah.
Playing soccer. Anyways, I'm your host, Corey Raftery.
Aidan, Aidan Raftery.
And we'll catch you guys in the next episode. Have a good one, guys.
Revolution, let's ride.